Question: are you a gracious gift receiver? Why? Let's talk about it. Back in a minute. Hi, this is Jan. I'm from New York City and I love, love, love helping people to keep some more of the hard earned money. This is a touchy subject, and really, there really is not one hard or fast answer for it. I have to be real about this these days. Now, the way I was raised as be a gracious gift giver as well as a gift receiver. But today times are a little different with the financials. And sometimes people tend to waste too much money on the wrong gift. But here's the thing: how do you have that healthy balance of being a gracious gift receiver and still tactful enough to not want the person that cared enough about you to get the gift to not feel badly if the truth is you really don't like it or the gift does not fit well? Well, I can assure you of this, unless you know the person very well, here's a helpful hint to avoid the dilemma. One of them is to really, really know what the person likes. And the other thing is, don't buy gifts that make you happy. Just because you like it doesn't mean a thing in reference to the person. You may like the elephant in the room, and that's the way the person perceives the gift. Now, I know, in my opinion, we should continue to be gracious gift receivers and polite and give a smile. But sometimes it could be a bit much. Have any of you listening ever returned an item? I shy away from giving people too personal gifts, like clothing, for example. That could always be a mess. I just don't do that. If anything, I'd rather give the person a gift card, let them figure out their own clothing needs or whatever the case may be. I mean, like something general, let's say like a scarf or mittens, like something neutral in terms of outerwear. Yes, that's, to me, that's okay. But like personal, like someone that I know was surprised that I didn't give that person a pair of jeans, for example. I'm like, what? No, that's something you figure out. I'm just saying. But just curious to know, how gracious of a gift receiver are you? Do you make it absolutely obvious that you like not really in love with the gift? Like I said, I look at it this way: gifts come from the heart. In most cases, I'm not saying 100% of the time, but the right way to give a gift is from your heart. And the right way, in my opinion, to receive a gift is from the heart. Now, what a person could do, they do have options. If there's a gift that they really can't use, for example, maybe at some point in time, you graciously accept the gift. Thank you so much for thinking of me, and leave it at that. And that at some point down the pike, you might intend to re-gift it, not to a person that person knows, because that could be sticky business, or, donate the gift, or I don't know. This is a really sticky conversation to have. Let me ask you a question, just curious. How do you handle receiving a gift that you don't like? Do you just keep your mouth shut, or do you make mention of it? Another thing, the family talk. Now, I know some people that, like at the beginning of the holiday season, or maybe even before the beginning, the pre-holiday season, they have what I call the talk. Like, okay, let's not exchange gifts this year. Now, I have had situations where people have flatly said, don't exchange gifts with me. I really rather not exchange gifts. And then right near Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, what does that person do? Lo and behold, they give you something. And you're like, wait a minute, you asked me not to give you something. And this sounds like a crazy idea. And I got this idea from, of all people, on that show with a redhead named Lucy. Her husband had emergency gifts in a box. Now, that sounds really, really funny. The only problem with the emergency gifts he had wrapped up, I think one of them was stale chocolate, if I'm not mistaken. So that's probably not the greatest idea. But I get the idea of the emergency gift just having available. again, gift giving, gift receiving at times can be really, really awkward, especially gift receiving. Would you believe, now, this really, really surprised the heck out of me. There are actually videos out there about what to do. One of them, I think, was like literally what to do if you can't stand the gift. I forgot the exact name. It's actually on the platform. It was like, wow. How do you mean? Has it gotten to that level? But then, I don't know. Let me know in the comments section below. How do you handle awkward gift receiving of gifts that you don't like? Are you just like, let's say myself, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Have a blessed, wonderful day, because I feel this way. This is, again, Jan's personal feelings. I'm not telling other people who feel the same way. This is the way I believe that the person took enough time, cared enough about me, to get me a sincere and humble gift that we'll just assume that was the reason. And I'm going to be gracious about it. I've had situations, for example, where people know that I'm trying to, like, not perfect at it. I'm trying every day, to be very, very careful with some of the stuff that I eat. So, for example, if somebody like completely ignores that and gives me like this huge, huge box of candy, is that an appropriate thing to do? If you want to give somebody like a little nibble of something for a special treat, scale it down, get them the tinier box of candy. Yeah, people should have a treat every once in a while. I agree with that. But to give them like a 5-pound box of chocolate, in my opinion, would not be sensible. It would not be appropriate, in my opinion. Again, all my opinion. This is what I love about getting to, do these kind of messages. I get to get a feedback, take a little bit of a pulse as to, what other people, like what is going through your mind, about the gift giving situation. Let me see what else. What happens if you get a gift okay. All right. How many of you have like literally returned the gift, like gone to the store and just, you were okay with just literally returning the gift? This is an interesting thing. Many times on the news, like literally either the night of Christmas Day or probably usually the day after Christmas, you'll probably more than likely find some sort of a news segment where you see people online with the gift returns. And I'm like, what? I have never, Never, bold print, capital letters, never in the history of being alive ever returned a gift to the store. I am not judging. I'm not saying, but I don't know, either I must have loved every gift or whatever, but I've just never did that. How many of you out there believe that that's totally okay and there's nothing wrong with it? Remember, there's no judgment here. So you can just like mention it. I'm just curious to know people's opinions and behaviors as far as the gift receiving arena is concerned, which of course is coming up very, very soon. All right. Well, listen, let me know in the comments section below your thoughts about this. And if you found any value in this video, I do appreciate you clicking on the like button and coming back again. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to share this video. And when you can, subscribe to the channel. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care now. Bye-bye.